have been asking yourself if you should buy gold or silver, and which one you should buy. So today I'm going to answer that question for you. If you should buy gold or silver, and which one, you should buy as an investor. So I'll look at the historical prices, back with data, silver, gold, see which one performed the best under the circumstances that were given. So first thing I'm going to look at is the Dow to gold ratio. As you've seen on some of my previous videos, when this reaches a certain point, as it has since 1915, it's a buy for commodities. In particular, gold and silver are one of the commodities or precious metals that you can buy at that time. Here's the point, here's the point, here's the point, and right now we're in a cycle now that predicts or shows that the bull market is coming for precious metals. You can see it reached a high of about almost 22 at this point. So we'll go back to some of the previous points. So the first point, well, actually we'll go back to all of these 1, 2, 3, the three previous points, just to see which one outperformed better. We'll look at gold, we'll look at silver, and also we'll look at the average, the Dow Jones as well, just to see how they stacked up. And I think you'll be quite interested to at the results that I'm going to show you pretty soon. If you look at the silver prices, here starting in, when was this, 1915, you see silver was 51 cents, and this is not inflation adjusted. Silver 51 cent, and it went to the high 1919 of $1.13. The thing you need to know about this period is that gold was set like a fixed price of around like $20, $21, $19. So gold didn't go up at all, maybe less than 5%, 10%. But silver, you can see here, went up 2.12 times. So it drastically outperformed gold. We won't look at the Dow here because it's not enough data. We actually would need to go back to the year 1900, and there's no real chart that has that data. But this period isn't too significant. But we'll quickly look at gold. Is this gold? No, this is the Dow. We'll quickly look at gold just so you can see it. Stayed pretty much flat because how it was set up. The next period we're going to look at is 1973. As you can see here on this Dow to gold ratio, 1973 was the next point. Around here where it should have been a buy. Actually, do I have the silver to gold ratio? Yeah, here's the silver. I have to pull this one up. Here's the silver to gold ratio, so I can show you. I meant to show you this earlier. But this ratio shows, let me zoom out a little. This ratio shows you the swings. The average, as you can see here, the average is about 47. It was fixed at about 15-1. The ratio by the United States, it was fixed by law. The average is about 47, and it comes out the ground at about 9-1. So the real average should be maybe, let's say, 40 to 35, meaning that when this ratio, the more it goes above 35, the higher, it screams that it's a buy for silver. And when it goes far below 35, you can actually sell silver to purchase gold. So we won't look at this period because of course it's not in that 4 cycle window, but we'll go to 19, where are we? Gold to silver. We'll go to 1973 because you can see here that was the recent high around this point. So 1973, it's about 44, and it hit its low here of about 15. You can't even see it, doesn't get that low on this chart, but it hit a low about 15 in 1979. So we'll see how silver performed, then we'll look at gold, and then we'll look at the Dow. So we'll go to 1973. It's going to be about here. So it went from about $2, it's going to be this high point here, to $35 in 1979, 1980. So you got 17.8 times, pretty much 18 times your money had you invested in silver during that time frame. We'll look at gold. Where's gold? Here's gold. We'll look at gold, 1973. gold was about 65, yeah, $65, and went to a high of about 677. So had you invested in gold in that period, you would have got about 10 times your money as compared to silver, where you got 18 or 17 times your money. Then we'll look at the Dow 1973, and none of these numbers are inflation adjusted, just so we can get an apples to apple comparison. 1973, the Dow was about eight. Let's call it about 900. The Dow was 900, and then we go to 1979. Dow was about 800. So the Dow actually went nowhere. So had you invested in that Dow, let's say, had you invested in a Dow, you would have had less or equal to the same money that you started with. Had you invested in silver, you would have had 18 times your money. Gold would have been 10. So silver was a clear winner here. The next period we'll look at is a 2003 period, because we'll look at this silver to gold ratio. So we see the high point. Well, yeah, this wasn't in the period as well. So we see the high point here. And just to go back to the Dow, the gold ratio, you can see that the next indicator was about after 97. So it has to be a point here after 97, which will be the high point after 97. So here you have it, 78, 2003. Then we find the low point. The low point is 31, and that's 2011. So we'll look at, see how silver performed, gold. Then we'll look at the Dow to see how that performed. So silver 2003. Where are we? Silver 2003. So about $4. Let's call it about $4.47 here. And then we go to 2011. It's going to be this high point. If I can get on it. Hit $48.60. So that silver, in that case, you got 10.9 or 11 times your money in 8 years, from 2003 to 2011. We'll look at gold in the corresponding time frame, 2003. Yeah, we'll say it's about 330. Then we'll go to 2011. It's going to be this high point. It's about 15. Actually, let me go. I'll go to the highest point. It's 1746. So in this case, you got about 4 to 5 times your money. So silver, 10 to 11. Gold, 4 to 5 times. And we'll look at the Dow, 2003. Here we are. It's about 8,000. Let's call it about 8,500. 2011. We're looking at about 12,000. Let's just round the numbers. So the Dow, you're looking at a 41% return. So you didn't even get 2 times your money. You just got 41%. You didn't even get a double. You just got 41%. Where if silver, you got 11 times your money. So it's clear that in cases that we're in right now, where the Dow to gold ratio is screaming to buy for commodities, and then you look at the silver to gold ratio, it's high now. It's actually a high of, it's actually a high right now of 87. And let's look at the silver price just to get an idea. And silver's about $14. So depending on where you have gold model, and I model gold in one of my other videos, I'll put the link in. If you have gold model, let's say for 5,000, and I think I have it modeled around 5,000, and you think that this silver to gold ratio here, let's say it just gets to 45, and you can see almost every session it got lower than 45. Here got 31, the 70s, it got to 15 as I mentioned. In the previous here it got 17. So we'll just give it a 45. So we'll take that gold price. Let's say gold only gets to 4,000, let's say, and we divide it by the 45 just to see a hypothetical price, you're looking at $88 silver. If you think the gold is going to go to 5,000, let's say, and we just divide it by, let's say, a more aggressive 40, even though in all these periods it went sub 40, you're looking at $125 silver. You know, that's the potential, and right now it's about $14. Also, another key consideration you may want to factor in is how much you're going to buy in terms of silver and gold. You know, if you're looking at 1,000, 10,000, 5,000, of course it always makes sense. Well, not always, but in this case it will make sense to buy silver. But if let's say if you're buying $100,000, $200,000 worth of silver over time, $200,000 worth of silver equates to about 900 pounds. You know, in terms of if you're buying American Eagle ounces, whereas gold, that's only 13 pounds. So the 13 pounds would be a whole lot easier to store as opposed to the 900 pounds. Yeah, so this is the video on gold and silver and which one I think that you should buy, whether gold or silver, even the Dow for this case, this matter, you know, in terms of which one you should buy. Let me know what you think. Which one are you buying? Comment below. Give the video a like. Thanks for watching. To subscribe for more financial content, please click the circular button where the red arrow is located, and also watch one of the top 2 videos up top.